watching Eyewitness News, prime time at 10, voted the best newscast in Florida.
You know, we run into a lot of unusual people doing some unusual things covering the news on TV. You met me.
Yeah, well, and you met me, so there you go.
Well, here comes one for the books, though.
First off, he does not mind being called unusual at all. He's known as the Dancin Man. We've heard about him. He considered himself an artist on the beach scene and in Ybor City. And in tonight's Primetime Extra, Eyewitness News reporter Bob Barnard shows us why, if you see him, you won't forget him.
Sunsets along Clearwater Beach have an opening act these days, and he's drawing nightly audiences. His fame growing, this Dancin Man in the black tights is the talk of the beach.
At first you think he's got a loose screw, but to each his own, I guess. He's wacko.
I hope I can do that at his age. You know, that's all I can say. His name is Peter Angelo. He's 50, a grandfather, obviously not ashamed to carry on at the water's edge.
It's a physical, it's a spiritual, it's a mental thing.
Rather strange. We've been watching him, and I'm trying to say, okay, is this elevator go to the top floor, or is there a purpose for this out here?
I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I think he's trying to be a ballerina.
Most don't know what to make of Angelo's antics.
He's kind of weird.
So I guess the California beach scene has finally come to Clearwater.
But not everyone finds this entertaining. Angelo was jailed 2 months ago. This is his mugshot. The management here at Shepherd's Restaurant along Clearwater Beach had Angelo arrested for trespassing. They say the Dancin Man's movements and actions were making people feel uncomfortable. They'd asked him to leave. He wouldn't. They called police. He was taken to jail.
The places that don't want me to dance are places that depend on selling fried grease and alcohol to fat drunks. That's what you see there.
And Angelo says he doesn't think he crosses the line of decency.
Right now, I've got magic. I'm 50 years old, but I'm in better shape than I was when I was 5. Thank God. I'm lucky.
What inspires a man to risk ridicule to become a spectacle without shame? Angelo says it's the fact his wife of 20 years can no longer dance. Judy suffered a stroke 2 years ago.
We used to go out and dance. She was the dancer.
Now he's become fond of dancing for her, right in their living room.
I find that my dancing is an expression of my love of life, of my hatred of her ill health.
Angelo credits his good health on all his dancing. He claims to keep his body moving like this 6 to 8 hours a day. The result, he's lost about 100 pounds over the past 5 years or so. Yup, that's him blowing out the candles on a fattening birthday cake.
Everybody wants to be thin in this country. Everybody wants to be in this shape. Everybody wants to do what I do.
Yes, he's a bit outspoken and sometimes rubs people the wrong way, especially when he takes his one-man show on the road. And that's almost every night at clubs along the beach and in Ybor City.
He was just causing trouble on the dance floor, getting in everyone's face. I walked up to him, I grabbed him, walked him out. The whole crowd, the whole, dance floor started cheering.
Angelo takes the criticism in stride.
I think right now I'm the best interpretive dancer on the planet Earth. I believe that with all my heart.
So the next time you see this man clearing the dance floor or welcoming the setting sun along the shoreline, you'll know his name, even if you still can't quite figure out what he's up to.
Different strokes for different folks,
In Clearwater, Bob Barnard, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
That's right. So the next time you're on Clearwater Beach around sunset or visiting Ybor City after dark, keep an eye out. You just might run across the Dancin Man. He is the best interpretive dancer, he says,
That's what he said.
on the planet.
All right, there's a show in town. He ought to sign up. There's Grease. He'd fit right in. The original one, actually.
Maybe
Tomorrow.